Wonder if anything's ultimately going to end up coming out of Hunter Biden's laptop. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I hear the FBI has been investigating this since 2019. Eventually, one point in time, they will eventually come down with indictments. Okay, people have been talking about it all the time. I got friends on the inside. It's like nothing's ultimately going to end up coming of this at all whatsoever. Maybe it'll be a campaign talking point in 2024. Or everybody will just retire into the shadows like Fauci's trying to do, like all of those different people who've ruined the past few years. They'll just try to slink away into the darkness, and then a couple of decades from now, we'll just start and look around and be like, oh yeah, no, remember when that happened? Boy, that sure was fucked up, now wasn't it? Sure, that'll probably be ultimately what happens, but we might as well be informed of the developments going on right now, shall we? Hunter's $11 million Chinese connections. DailyMail.com analysis reveals president's son and brother, Jim Biden, pocketed seven-figure salaries and hefty bonuses from lucrative joint ventures linked to Communist Party and Beijing as spies. Fang fang there. Chinese businessmen linked to China's Communist Party and intelligence services plowed almost $11 million into a joint venture with Hunter Biden. The Daily Mail analysis of newly released bank records shows the flood of cash from Chinese oil giant CFC was squirreled away largely by Hunter and his family in just a year. Bank records numbering over 200 pages were released on Tuesday by Senators Chuck Grassley and Ron Johnson, who have been investigating Hunter for almost 4 fucking years. Records were sent to senators to a Delaware prosecution investigating Hunter's potentially criminal business dealings with foreign nationals. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this stuff. We never really got it. It was on a server that ended up getting bleached or something like that. I don't know what happened. We had a Clinton show up. Lawmakers say the documents uncovered in a long investigation lay out the Biden family's connection to the Chinese regime and the persons connected with the military and intelligence elements. What a nice demonstrative they have right here. You got Gong Wen Dong. Dong. You got Old Hunty right there. Okay, you got Jacqui Biao. All right then. 8 transactions. I hope it's not 9, but you can't really tell by that picture. And then you got, yes, good old Jim Biden right there. Okay. Brother, the much young, probably the much more lucid of the siblings. We can say that. Okay. They say the evidence almost amounts to potential criminal financial activity with respect to Hunter and James Biden's President Joe Biden's brother, who goes by Jim, who took part in the Chinese joint venture. Yeah, the business practices of Jim, I'm sure I've probably talked about it in a specific video, but just the long and short of that, the TLDR for what Jimmy Boy's been up to. He likes to build a lot of houses in a bunch of places where the United States military industrial complex likes to exercise and enforce its power. It's just funny though, because Jim, his elaborate history when it comes to to running a construction company seems to just coincide with the vice presidential and now presidential history of his brother. It's just a weird coincidence though. Okay. Their data dump comes less than 2 weeks before the congressional midterm elections. Oh, spoiler. That's why I'm recording this one. If Republicans win back control of the House, they are poised to launch an investigation into the Bidens. I'm sure that'll go somewhere. An analysis of over 100 pages of bank documents by Daily Mail shows Hunter's Chinese business partners transferred a total of $10,736,413.50 to a Cathay Bank account from Hudson West III LLC, a company jointly owned by Hunter's firm Owasco PC and a CEFC subsidiary between September of 2017 and November of 2018. Oh, holy shit, that's just in a cunt over a year, the dude made $11 million. Great fucking work if you can get it. As CEFC poured millions into the joint venture, Hunter and Jim extracted the cash, paying themselves $100,000 and $65,000 monthly salaries, respectively. So Hunter got a $1.2 million salary, and Jim ended up getting $750,000. Draw from that what you will, just like the Bidens. The operating agreement from the Delaware Incorporated company released by the senator says Hunter would receive a $500,000 one-time retainer fee. Yeah, sure, one time though. Hunter and his uncle and Jim's wife Sarah got access to credit cards funded by CFC to the tune of $101,000. And don't forget the additional $98.61. I'm sure that probably bought a wonderful lunch somewhere, which they used as a spending spree on Apple products, hotels, and restaurants. I didn't even know about that and just kind of figured. And CFC executive Patrick big Jib Duggan guy. That's what I heard. Paid Hunter $1 million from the company's funds as a retainer after he hired the first son as his lawyer. Why you do that? Why you do that? He's a crackhead. Following his arrest by U.S. law enforcement in November of 2017 on bribery and money laundering charges. The reports by the senator said Hunter and Jim's companies received a total of $4,968,220 and a cent. Just a nice little penny at the end. He had it in his car. He had nowhere else to spend it. Okay, it was just knocking around the ashtray. It's like, do you want it? And he's like, okay, cool. Can I smoke it? And he's like, I don't know, maybe. Millions of dollars were ostensibly for the Biden's work, helping to land energy deals for CFC. Interesting. People intrinsically linked with the previous few administrations are working closely with some of the biggest oil producers in China. Nothing funny about that at all whatsoever around the world. But mounting evidence in text messages, emails, and photos of Joe's knowledge and even involvement in his family's Chinese businesses. What? Consider me shocked. Suggests the cash could in fact be a part of an attempt to gain influence with the future president. What? Joe Biden is much more upstanding than that. I would never even once think about that ever crossing his mind. That is an upstanding citizen. He has like 40, 50 years of public servitude and a bunch of mansions to prove how dedicated he is to the cause there. This could not possibly be true. Let's read more. The firm receiving financing from the state-owned China Development Bank and hired a number of former officials from the state-owned energy companies. The lawmakers said in the fiery letter to Weiss, the senators highlighted how CFC was not just a private company, it had many close links to the Chinese Communist Party. Grassley and Johnson quoted a Reuters article from January of 2017. We knew then, and we did nothing, which noted that CFC subsidiaries were flooded with Chinese Communist Party committees, more than at many private Chinese companies. Great, wonderful, fantastic. The firm's chairman, Yi Jinming, who nobody's heard from that guy in a minute. Yeah, I'm sure he's doing fine. Probably great. He's just on a vacation, years-long vacation. Had ties to the CCP and the People's Liberation Army, the senators wrote. They highlighted an analysis by Martin Hala, an academic based in Prague, who tracked the company's networking efforts in the Czech Republic, who told the New York Times in December of 2018 that it had been clear for some time that this was not just a Chinese commercial company. It had they had some intelligence ties. CFC was the perfect vehicle to bring financial benefits to the communist regime under the guise of a private sector company, Grassley and Johnson wrote in their letter. All of the different pictures and all of the different screen caps of the documents will be in the article, and the article link will be in the description as per usual if you want to take a look at. Aw, man, he looks so happy right there. That's what, Patrick Ho on that side, and then that's Yi Jinming. Yeah, obviously we got the HD quality picture on him right there because he's actually been seen. Yi, though, who knows, okay, but he's just off getting his teeth fixed. Yeah, that's what we'll tell ourselves. Hunter himself seemed to be well aware of CFC's close links to the Chinese government. Yeah, why do you think he was doing business with them? In an audio recording on his abandoned laptop, yeah, this is where all of this stuff is coming out, by the way. He referred to Ho as he's a fucking spy chief of China. Okay, the court records reveal the FBI obtained a warrant to monitor Ho's communications under the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, usually used to keep tabs on foreign spies. However, Ho was not, and has not been convicted of any espionage offenses. Just bribery. Yeah, just a little bribery. Okay, he's been convicted of bribery, but he has no other charges. Does that seem a little suspicious? I don't know. Do we even need the tinfoil hat for that one? Hunter also texted his business partners that he believed Chinese President Xi Jinping had personally given his approval from CEFC to form a joint venture with the Bidens. Oh, great. The first son texted his American partners in the CEFC venture in May of 2017 that CEFC executive director Zhang Jianzhu, was coming to be my partner, to be partners with the Bidens, and Zhang implied, or Zhang? Probably Zhang, there's no H in there, implied that he had Zhang number one has made that clear and available to him. The party had the conversation with the Daily Mail that number one was Hunter's code for Xi. Interesting. So how far does this shit go? That's very, very strange. CFC manager Gongwen Dong, don't want to get to the dong too quickly, pause, was paid a total of $123,456.78, because that would be funny. $123,319.68 over a 14-month period. Oh, this dude was getting screwed. Did you hear what the Bidens were getting, man? That's a little bit. You're getting underpaid, my guy. In a period, and other CFC executive Mervyn Yan got $318,286.37. He must have had a much more accommodating mouth or softer hands. The senator also highlighted payments totaling $29,795.84 to Jiaqu Bao, a glamorous young staffer. Oh boy, staffer probably wasn't her only title. It was probably a command everybody else in the office was told to do to her. For the joint venture, who was close to Hunter. We know his proclivities for Asians. Oh, no, wait. No, he said in one of the texts that was out there, no yellows. So maybe he only got a foot job from her. And also had close ties to the Chinese government. This week, Republican ranking member of the House Oversight Committee, James Comer, wrote the FBI demanding information on Bao. Yes, please send Bob's in Vagine. Comer's letter said Bao liaised with CCP-affiliated agents on the Biden's behalf, and that her relationship with Hunter went beyond professional obligations. A common tactic employed by Chinese agents. Yeah, if you need any further information on that, just go talk with Eric Swalwell and mention Fang Fang and try to make sure he doesn't laugh about it. Anyways, as a committee letter notes, Bao received a degree from Shanghai University, a recruiting hub for China's intelligence service. I don't want to, split hairs on this one, but wouldn't any university, any high-end university within China kind of be a recruiting platform for the Chinese government? Like, aren't we just kind of, getting bogged down in the weeds on that one? And also worked for the PRC's National Development and Reform Commission, which approves projects that receive foreign funding. So guess what? This whole network of the Biden corruption, the Biden family corruption, might be a little bit deeper than we thought. Maybe that's why. Be in good faith about this. It's going to take the FBI coming up on 4 years, 5, 6, 7. How long are we going to need on this one? All right, forever. Probably forever. Probably about the same time we'll get to the bottom of how the Clinton Foundation ended up robbing and raping the Kenyan people. Kenyan, Haitian, and anywhere else where they have a loose grasp on democracy and where Bill thinks their youngins are a little cute. Anyways, with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.